Hello folks, Paul here, UK Rails and More. Just thought to bring you back for another update. Hope you're all keeping safe and well. So yeah, for this episode, what I wanted to do really was focus on developing this area in front of the embankment and that leads up to the viaduct there, at the start of it as it begins to cross the river. And also there's this area as well, which I want to be pretty much embankment at one point and then slightly different sort of maybe towards the bottom there. Might just mould that a little bit, I don't know. And then you've got the road going through, which is raised. It actually goes up. I thought that'd be a bit more of an interesting feature, having that road going up towards some slightly higher ground on the other side. So since last time, I've basically just secured these down with glue. These are just cut out of the polystyrene. You know, it's about 1 centimetre thick polystyrene, and I've just really just done that to try and make a slight gradient. I don't know how well it comes across on the camera as that waste ground just sort of gradually slopes up towards higher ground. So the embankment's a bit steeper here than it is sort of at this end. And then, as you saw from one of the previous videos, I've just cut this area down a little bit now as well. So there's still possibly going to be the foundation of some little either car park or hard standing of some type. I'm not quite sure, or even if it just is the natural shape of the land, I'll see I could build that up slightly. And then of course it's just a case of securing the road and then just building up the landscape. This was just done very roughly. I'm just going to add a bit more paper mache, probably using wallpaper paste. I did think of using PVA glue. In the past, a long time ago, I just used to use flour and water. If anyone's got any thoughts on which method they prefer or any benefits of some over the others, I'd be grateful to hear that, because there will be a lot of this going on with the other side as well. That needs quite a lot of work, and I'm going to be making certain changes to the shape of that as well. So yeah, just a case of building it up. I've ordered a number of scenic materials, different scatters, and things like that. So and I've also ordered a couple of different types of ballast as well. So one, I want to just compare. It's like a reddy coloured, browny coloured rust oxide type colour of ballast, and I want to just compare that to see how it actually looks when I get that compared to the coffee one that I've made here. And then also thought for a bit of variety, I have stretches of it where I've got the kind of the grey granite looking coloured ballast as well, just so I've got the two different types, and may make slight changes where I put some bits that have you know, been recently repaired or things like that. So I'll be adding that as well. So yeah, those are the jobs for today. So this lot's all secured down now and glued down. That was weighted, and this is glued down. I've still got the work to do on the inside of the viaduct as well, doing the stonework on that. And thanks for everyone who's commented on this viaduct. It was like one of my first attempts at doing a bit of a scratch build, really. It's going to be one of those working projects, this thing I'm planning. What I wanted to do is kind of try and get this module completed to a reasonable standard, and then afterwards go back into certain areas and then either super detail them or go into you know, change them slightly. And I'm grateful to the people who suggested different methods of doing this with the individual stones as well, and that's something I may well do at this sometime in the future as well. So yeah, I'll carry on doing a bit of the mixing for this landscaping, and then I'll bring you back in a bit and show you the results. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll speak to you in a bit. Bye for now. Okay, so it's just been a case of mixing up some wallpaper paste. Try that method first of all. and then just a load of strips of newspaper, about 1 inches by 4 inches long, quite a workable kind of length, and then I'm just going to be using them on this this embankment first of all, and then just tidy that up a little bit. So yeah, just a case of layering up the these strips really, and I'll do a few different layers of this, just doing the wallpaper paste over the top again and then applying new layers. I'm going to try and do it as well so I'm not using too much excess water, so that it can be quite thick paste, so it'll dry sooner, all being well, so I can crack on with the scenery. But yeah, quite relaxing actually. I've forgotten how relaxing this is, just concentrating on making the scenery. Bye for now. So there's the first layer of the embankment, just to make that nice join, all being well. I'm going to carry on with that area and then just using little bits of any old junk and stuff, little offcuts, and using that just to sort of pack areas that need it. Okay folks, so just to bring you back for a bit of an update, I've done that now. It's worked out fairly well really, using the wallpaper paste, I think. I don't know if you can see from this angle, but what I've done, that flat sheet of polystyrene as well, I've actually kind of on top of that I've put some odd little bits just to try and bring out the profile a bit, rather than it just looking like one flat sheet. So there's a couple of very small kind of undulations in the land there. Obviously it doesn't really show up too well in the when you've got the newspaper on, but hopefully when we get some scatter materials and paint on there and what have you, it should show up a little bit more, the different bits of undulation in it really. Let's show up a little bit more at this angle. So yeah, just little hillocks really, and bits of uneven ground. So moving on, there's the hard standing area there, which I'm not sure what that's going to be yet, but we'll see. And then this area, I'm quite pleased with this area compared to how it was. I've tried to make it just flow a bit more now. Hopefully that will strengthen up. And then the other thing I've just done is just gone over the edges. There will be something, you know, like a front fascia board or something on these edges just to tidy it all up finally, but in the meantime that just does the job. So yeah, quite pleased with that overall. Decent relaxing process doing it and just seeing the landscape come together. It'll be really looking forward to getting some scatter materials on different things. I may use some of the static grass as well, possibly in parts, but I'll see about that. So yeah, very pleased with the overall outcome. If you're interested in following along and you like the content of building this modular layout build with the 2 lines overhead and the 2 lower lines, then please consider subscribing to the channel. If you like the content, if you give it a thumbs up, I'd be most grateful. And as always, any comments, always gladly received, and I'll reply to each one of them. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll come back with a further update when we can get some scatter materials on and finish off that part of the viaduct, and it should start coming to fruition really, then start actually looking a bit more like a landscape rather than just the these early stages. And then of course the next thing will be to do the other bank and the construct the bridge over the top as well. And then hopefully if I can get the system for running some trains around, I'll be able to get this in the garden and actually run some trains across it. So that should be interesting. I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll speak to you again very soon. Bye for now. Hello folks, and welcome back. So another job for today is going to be doing some work on the far bank here. So obviously I've just done the I've previously done the provisional shaping and just painted it green just to give us a look really of the profile of it and be able to see where needs adjusting and what have you. And now the plan is, what I'm going to be doing on that side is the more sort of detailed kind of scenery as I've done on that side. My plan was to, as you see, I've started cutting through some of this polystyrene, which is really easy to just saw through and work. It does, however, make quite a mess with all of these white little balls that come off it. But yeah, I'm going to sort of work on this and just build it up a bit, and then I'll bring you back. I think I'm going to have this as kind of possibly like a path or a bridle way, or maybe even a kind of farm track that leads on from, well, probably going to have those houses at the back, or shops, whatever they can be. But yeah, I'll bring you back in a bit. Bye for now. Okay, so another job I've just been doing is I wanted to move that little road. It's going to be probably just a single track road or lane or bridle way kind of thing, and I just wanted to move it a little bit to the right, so I've just stuck that card there that's going to form the basis of it, and I wanted to bring it to the right just so I can get basically it would work better with this archway, this system, and then it'd probably just be a kind of a metal girder type bridge over the top there, just going over it, but it would mean I've not got sort of too excessive a brickwork or stonework on this side, so that should give me a few more options, and then it'll be a case of working out arches, etc. for there, similar to the other ones over here. Okay, I'll bring you back in a bit. Bye for now. Hello folks, welcome back. So this afternoon, just to give you a bit of an update, I've basically been doing this banking and just getting it a bit more nicely detailed really, or a bit more refined than the old original one, which was just very much to see how things would look roughly. So I've used that and then some additional bits just to tidy everything up. Just there, I've just put some of that scatter material out there, well, the coffee basically, just to see how that looks really, just as a bit of a base, but I can adjust that. The only other thing I've done on this side is I've used the PVA, so it's a bit of a PVA water mix really for the paper mache, whereas the other side over here, that was the wallpaper paste mix, which is starting to dry off a bit in places now anyway. It may need another layer afterwards, as with this, but yeah, I'm quite pleased with the way that's looking now. It's looking a bit more as you would expect as it drops down to the river, and I've also tried to make it a bit more shallow coming down on the inside of a bend on the river, as you usually get the case, and then it's usually a bit deeper on the other side. On this side, I'm probably going to be using some material that's going to make a bit of a corrugated metal effect, just to reinforce it where the water's going to have most of an erosive effect, just to protect the embankment as well over there. So yeah, quite pleased with that. The new road or lane has been just adjusted slightly to try and bring it closer to that stanchion, so I can hide that with the appropriate bridge, and I've made it a bit smaller as well, so it's more like a single track lane, quite possibly. I might make that so you could have the odd vehicle on it, but yeah, anyway, it's quite a bit done, so I made a bit of progress there, and then other jobs with the scenery will be just building it along on the other bank, and then tidying up this area as well on this bank, just to get that decent. But yeah, I thought I'll just see how it looks comparing the two different methods as well, and then obviously there's more detail to do on that. That's starting to firm up a bit on that side as well, so I think it'll all just come to life quite nicely once we get the scenery material on there. Okay, thanks very much for watching. I'll leave it there for now, and I'll bring you back very soon. Thanks for watching. See you now. Bye.